Can you all see Sean? Awesome.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, hi, Sean.
So what I've already done, I've already placed individual electrodes. Now, all of you should see a little video on the top right, which is a separate video from the webinar video. You will also see as I'm moving the headset, you can see a little headset dummy that moves left and right. I'm going to switch to full screen mode. So I'm going to hit the record button so we have a little bit of a count of how long it will take us to get this done. So what I'm doing, which is maybe a little bit different from a setup with straight hair, I want to make sure that the electrodes are placed nicely. So we have these 3 legs. I don't want any of these legs to be bent under weirdly. So I just made sure that all of these are placed well before I'm engaging the headbands. So now I'm tightening the band a little bit. And as I'm doing this, I want to make sure that the electrode legs are touching the scalp. So I'm literally taking my fingers and I'm manipulating these legs to get through the hair. Think of it like little Q-tips that you kind of wobble through the hair until it touches the scalp. So we're at about the halfway point, and let's see how many electrodes already give us some signal. And you see a good amount already do. And we really only have the P band and maybe a 1 or 2 that I still need to pay attention to a little bit. So the way it looks right now, we are on all yellow. That's a good point. We're at about a 4-minute mark. And I think all the text in here, you recognize that it might have a little bit of muscle tone on at T3. So I'm looking at this using a referential montage. Now I have a choice. Yellow just means I'm picking up a little bit more 60 Hertz line noise than we know is possible. And I can actually go down with the resolution. So you see a little bit more EEG. Let's go to 10 microvolt per millimeters. And you see we're picking up some muscle tone on T3. So relax a little bit. Very good. Maybe that goes away. And yeah, close your eyes and let's get some alpha. Alpha is a wave that your brain produces. So now I have a choice. So we're about at the 5-minute mark. I can fiddle on with the electrodes longer and make them all go green, or I can wait for the electrodes to settle longer on their own. And here it's a little bit a question of what your goals are. Is your goal to say seizure, no seizure? Do you need this for triaging? Do you need this for regular routine EEG? What is your goal for this study? By just waiting here a little bit, all these yellows will turn green, but on their own. But if your goal is just, hey, we need to see the seizing, where the seizing, then this is pretty much as you have to do to answer that question.
I have a question. Sean, how do you feel?
I feel pretty good. You know, it's a little bit of pressure, but it's very comfortable, and you know, it's not squeezing my head.
Okay, thank you.
Very good, thank you, Sean. So what I did, the recording is still ongoing, but I switched to something we call a review mode, where you can look through everything that's already been recorded. And just want to show you a little bit of the features here. We can do a spectral analysis real quick and kind of see where the alpha is, what that looks like. We can also engage something we call an artifact reduction. That's an algorithm that pulls out muscle artifacts and certain settling artifacts from the electrodes. So here you see we have this really well-defined muscle tone in the background. And that is in the red color, and black is the artifact corrected. So it's an FDA-cleared algorithm that pulls out things like muscle artifact, and you can see the before and after. And it's a pretty nifty algorithm, especially in situations like that. So I think the situation here, we simply, you see FC is green, CZ is going to turn green in a moment, PZ just turned green. So I think with this particular recording, the electrodes will settle on their own, probably better than me messing with them. Because whenever you mess with the electrodes, you kind of restart this entire settling process on the skin electrode interface. You see we're now down to maybe 3-4 electrodes, but anything yellow is, we are just indicating that there is a little bit more to close the gap, but usually yellow is good enough to start the read. And you see, as we're just waiting here, these channels are turning green on their own.
Hey, Florian, we do have one more question here. So this
Yes.
is from Suan. And the question is, do all studies need to be done sitting up? Florian, I'll let you tackle this one, or I'm happy to tackle it too.
Well, for this webinar now, it was easiest to do it sitting up, but no, you can have this slightly reclined. What we recommend is to use a towel roll or a neck pillow to just make sure that the back of the headset does not touch, so not touch the back of the bed or the chair. So you see here, there is about a good height in the back of the headset. We don't want the headset to be touching anything. So in regular hospitals or reclined positions, we just, you roll up the towel as thick as you need it for the neck to kind of be propped up a little bit. And now, guys, you see PZ, CZ, FC kind of turn green on their own. O1 will follow soon next. So you see the electrode settle on their own, and the signal quality becomes better over time.